Hey, we have relocated. We're outside. Cole, come. Stay close. I don't want him to get lost. All right. So earlier we were talking about we were doing some book lover club, and then I was talking about divine lux, and then there was that table topics card. Honey, I read the card and I was like, I read the card and like, why? I did not want that one. It was literally asking what remains undone that you would like to get done. Like, what's been undone for years. Honey, all right. So I brought this with me. This is, I guess we can ask you that question. You know, there could be something that you're passionate about that you want to do. However, based on life, you're just not quite there yet. And it's interesting because, yeah, I hope that whatever it is, if it's something that you want and it's a good thing, then by all means, I pray to God that it happens. That's it. Cole. Lord have mercy, I could come try, come climb the step then now. Okay, and then when I'm going back home, he's like fighting me on the stairs. You see you? Newspapers. Now, I mentioned newspapers fairly recently. I was talking about the novelty of it was newspapers and something else, photo albums. Just it's a vibe. Like, you go through, like, for example, I used to love the Sunday Gleaner in Jamaica. The Sunday Gleaner would in the Outlook part, because you know the Gleaners will have like sports, different categories and different themes. Okay, and so the Outlook was one of them. In the Gleaner specifically, I don't know about other people, whatever it is, there was a section in the Gleaner, in the newspaper, on Sundays that would have cartoons and like comics, and it was a whole section, like a whole thing by itself of comics. And I love that because I'm like, I don't want just one comic. Cool. You sit. You sit like that. I should sit with you. What do you think? Let's do that. I don't know if you guys can even still see me. I hope so. Yes, sweet boy. Yes, and you like to be out here. So do I. So do I, buddy. Hmm? If I forgot look on your little body, make sure say nothing not upon it not supposed to be there. What do you think? Hmm? So guys, yeah, shake hands. Honestly, I haven't taught Cole a lot of tricks. I haven't. I just Halo. I taught Halo about sit, paw, down, up, crawl, roll, spin. I taught him so many tricks, and he was particular. Like, he would sometimes he did not want to show the tricks he knew, especially if he was around, especially if he's around certain people. He's gonna act like he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Um, and then later on, but he was funny because he would do the tricks over and over and over again, and do silly things to make me laugh. That was like that's Halo. Cole, I just haven't tried to teach him tricks aside from sit. Um, I mean, when I first got him, we had to drive, so I had to try to keep him calm for the long drive. Because we literally drove like for hours. Um, he's way more laid back. He's way more chill. He might learn the tricks, and he might enjoy doing them. Because with dogs, anyways, animals need mental enrichment. Some people think they just need food and that's it. Like, no. And a lot of people even overfeed their animals because of that. They need, they have senses just like us, right? So, and they have brains. And so I think that, yes, I should definitely teach him more. He's still a baby, so where Halo, after a while, I don't know. He wasn't really calming down very much. Even over a year old, he was still. Sometimes it takes dogs up to like 2 years. Be careful, Cole. Even when like 2 years before they really become mature. Um, but anyways, so I think we're done. I think I had one book left, but and the book I have is I featured it elsewhere. It's an anthology series, and it features Alice in Wonderland as one of the stories. So it's by Lewis Carroll, who is a very prominent author. And yeah, Lewis Carroll. And so a lot of people are familiar with Alice in Wonderland. So Alice is a story about a little girl who one day she falls asleep, and like she's falls asleep under a tree or something, and then this rabbit comes up to her, and the rabbit has a stopwatch or a watch or a clock or something, and tells her to follow him down a hole, which she does, and she ends up in this. I'm not sure it's a parallel universe because she's sleeping. However, whatever it is, she ends up in this place. It's magical. There's characters like the Cheshire Cat that's very popular. I haven't even read that book yet. Um, anyways, the book was pretty. I liked the story. I haven't read it in a while. So, and we were talking about kids, and that's something that kids are very familiar with. Like Alice in Wonderland is a very popular children's story. It's one of those though that it's not just for kids. Like it bridges the gap. Um, and yeah, I think that basically is gonna close out Book Lover Club. Um, I really like doing the series. I mean, I love books, so it's just that I don't always plan it. God is who. This plant, there's so many different insects on the one plant. Darn it. One of them flew away. Maybe I can just still turn the Osmo. Yes. Okay. It's not gonna. Babes. Babes, it's not even showing. Cole, come from there. Come. Oh my god, he's on the edge. And you know you don't want to run too fast because you might. Come. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Cole. Good boy. That's not safe. Not the precipice. It's not a precipice, but it's like it's giving cliff vibes. It's giving cliff. So he needs to not be there. Anyway, literally like one time a patient came in, the dog jumped off the edge. Oh my god. The cases I've seen, there was a case, it was a this pet goes home with the medicine and everything, you know, we're gonna do the treatments. And then like the next day, if it wasn't the next day, like the day after, the pet comes back in after a freak accident, and just like, and it was like, well, we did, you know, and that's just life is so. Call Jesus, help me, come from there. No, come. The dog is at the bridge on the edge. Cole, come. Thank you. Good boy. Just deliver me. Just deliver. I mean, if you fall in, we can get you. Like, I can get you. It's not that bad. I just don't think you need to fall in there. We could avoid issues. He has a whole milk bath coming, okay, honey? Like, cold. Come from there. And thank you, Kong, for this wonderful harness, because literally he's crossing the bridge and he's standing on the edge, and I'm going for him, and then he's stepping off, and then he's trying to run. And you know, with picnic you can't run them down because them are gonna run faster. Just sit up there. Just sit. Anyways, guys, I just want to say I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Do not thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Um, and because sometimes it feels like it's literally only my animals that support me. I mean, obviously God supports me. Like, hello. Um, but a lot of the times people don't realize who we have in our corner. So I'm just putting it out there. Thank you for the love. Thank you for your support. Do not, yes, good boy. And yeah. So for that card that was talking about something that remains undone, that question for me personally will remain unanswered. Yeah. So Jesus says, yay or nay. That's all you gotta say. You don't have to explain everything. Um, do not. Gotta keep your eyes peeled. Cole, sit down. Sit. Good boy. That's a good sit. Your nose is working. Your little nose is working, and so are your ears. Suppose you see him face when I go for brushing teeth. Jesus, peace, the dog skin up your mouth. Do not. Do not go back over there. Oh my God, he's walking directly. He headed straight. No. 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 He headed straight for the look. This is nice because I can just do this, and I can also walk him to where he needs to go. But I was gonna say, yeah, thank you, Kong, for that. This is not sponsored. The harness is great. The collar is nice too because there's something I don't really like to pull him from there. Cole, you know, say stick broke off another dog the ears though. No. Um, the other thing I want to say is thanks to Top Paw for their booties. Those shoes are amazing. Like, they're easy to wash, easy to clean. They're like firm. They have traction, like on the plantar surface, so like for their paw pads. And then it's kind of like clothy on the top layer, so that it's not too harsh on their feet. It has nice velcro to secure it. And honestly, once you train your pet to wear the shoes and they get used to wearing them, they don't have to wear it every single day, everywhere. Ideally, for me personally, I would put shoes on my dog for everything. It's just that it's not the most practical always. And I think that for him, he would want to have his feet out. Um, he steps in the shoes. It's just that I think he might be more comfortable too, feeling with his feet. Um, there's just so much stuff. There's broken glass. There's poop. There's chemicals. There's all these different harmful things or undesirable things that he could step on. that it could hurt him and it could cause problems in the household. So for anyone, it just makes sense to teach your dog to wear shoes if they can. I mean, if they have a wound on their foot or something, not the best time, likely. If they have, depends on the wound, right? Because some wounds you need a bandage, which is kind of like a booty for some dogs, or like if they're notorious for ingesting foreign bodies, like if they have pica or something, obviously that's something you'd want to monitor them very closely when they're wearing the shoes, so that if they have to wear it, you make sure they're not going to eat it off their feet. um, or I'm watching you and you're watching me, or yeah, supervision. At this point, I'm just talking, and I think I can stop now. So thank you guys for vibing. Thank you for the vibe. The fit is from Zara. Top and bottom came together. I just have on my Nike slides. Um, Cole is almost at the tippy top, which is that's fine. That there's just so much land that this dog, if he's already walking the bridge and it got planks on it, he must know some pirate stuff I don't know about walking the planks. He's standing on the cliff edge. He's like, okay, he's going back to the porch. That's fine. That's obviously. Um, love God. Keep him first. Love always. Bye.